What's good, sports fans? Are you ready to elevate your live entertainment experience? Well, let me introduce you to SeatGeek, an amazing platform that connects you to your favorite events while saving you money. With SeatGeek, you can easily find tickets for sports games, concerts, and so much more, all in one place. The interface is user-friendly, making it simple to browse and compare prices. And one of the best features is the interactive seating chart. You can see exactly where you'll be sitting and how much you'll be spending, ensuring you get the best value for your money. But here's the best part. Check this out. By using my promo code, ChalkItUpSports, you can enjoy a one-time $20 discount on your first SeatGeek order. That's right, $20 off your first SeatGeek order. Imagine catching that thrilling game or concert without breaking the bank. It's a win-win situation. Plus, you'll be a part of a community of fans who eat, sleep, and breathe live events just as much as you do. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description to download the SeatGeek app today. And don't forget to use my promo code ChalkItUpSports for a one-time $20 discount on your first SeatGeek order. Get excited. Now let's get back to the show. What up, what up, what up? What's good, what's good? This is your boy, Tone DeShields II. You guys are locked in on another dose of Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. But first and foremost, make sure you are comfortable. Kick your feet up. Make sure everything you need is in your vicinity. Make sure everything you need is within reach. You feel me? Your beverages, your snacks, maybe your late morning breakfast, whatever it is. Make sure you guys lock in. Can't be grateful enough. Yesterday, we were supposed to go live, had some things come up, and I had to do a quick pivot. Lo and behold, you guys are here still kicking it with your boy. And it means a lot to me. Goes a long way. So today we're going to do another mock draft. But I do want to let you guys know I have selected our giveaway winners. Now, a lot of you have supported this channel, and the channel has been doing amazing ever since. We surpassed 8,000 subscribers earlier this week. I believe it was Monday or Sunday going into Monday. I can't remember exactly when, but we surpassed 8,000 subscribers, and that only happens because you guys continue to support the channel. So I want to make it very clear to you guys. I'm grateful for that, and it goes without saying. You guys know how humble I am. You guys know I try to give it to you guys the way you guys give it to me. I try to spread love. You guys give love. That's all I know, right? So I appreciate you guys for just locking in the way you guys have. It means a lot. And in commemoration or in celebration for the giveaway or for us passing 8,000 subscribers, we did a giveaway. And in said giveaway, we were going to be giving away an authentic Jalen Hurts jersey, a woman's size to be specific. A woman's Jalen Hurts jersey. A size medium. And on top of that, we're going to be giving away two authentic Super Bowl 59 Eagle snapbacks. Okay? So I have selected my three winners. And we're going to announce who those people are closer towards the end of the show. So make sure you guys stick around. It could be you. Make sure you guys stay glued to the screen because you could be the one who walks away with one of these items that I've mentioned. A Jalen Hurts jersey, a woman's medium. Maybe you get it for yourself. Maybe you get it for your daughter, your sister, your auntie, your mama. You feel what I'm saying? Bless somebody because you've been blessed. So, and you could walk away with one of those snapbacks and it's straight like that. So I appreciate you guys for locking in the way you guys do. Make sure you guys continue to smash that like button. Make sure you guys continue to stay subscribed. Trent Wright with the super chat. He says, Tone, we love you, man. Hey, I love you too, big dog. I love you too. Give me 1 second. Gotta turn this fan off. You ever had that fan? You ever had that fan blowing and it's like the wind is messing with your eyes? Anyway, so Trent Wright, thank you for the super chat, my man. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys for locking in. Let me get to some of your comments here before we get too far into content. Let's see. Sweet Chin Music says, Emmitt can go cry in the corner with the rest of the Cowboys fans. Yo, yeah. I forgot about Emmitt Smith crying ass. I forgot about Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith talking about, yeah, I'm tired of hearing go Eagles everywhere I go, everywhere I'm at. I'm hearing fly Eagles fly. I'm hearing go Eagles. Well, you a former Cowboy. You're going to hear it everywhere you go because people are trying to troll you. It's par for the course. See, this is what Cowboys fans or former Cowboys can't get to their thick skulls. You should have never let us get one. You should have never let us get one. Y'all should have never let us figure it out. Now that we figured it out, oh yeah, we on your ass. We on your ass. How many Super Bowls the Cowboys got? Let me double check that. What, they got like 6 or 5? So they got 5 Super Bowls. They had 5. We got 2. We got 2 within the past 6-7 years. Oh, we on your ass. We on that. We on that. They won in the 72, 78, 93, 94, and in 96. And I think Emmitt was a part of that 93, 94, 96 era. Make sure I got that right. But nonetheless, my mindset is, what you mad for? Your time has passed. Emmitt, you did what you did. Don't get mad at us. Get mad at the current regime of the Dallas Cowboys. Get mad at them. Talk about we ain't did nothing yet. We got 2 within 7 years. Like we on y'all. Y'all only got 5. Let's not act like y'all the Steelers in this shit. Like, come on now. Like, let's not act like y'all the Steelers. The Steelers got 6. Abe said, can you blame Emmitt, though? Who wouldn't be mad at us? No, you're right. You're right. I ain't even tripping, though. I can't even pay Emmitt Smith no mind, no attention. He an OG, so he get my respect on that regard. But other than that, I mean, you did what you did. You did what you did. Tell this current regime of the Cowboys to step their cookies up. Tell them to step their weight up. Simple as that. Anyway, I ain't gonna spend too much time on Emmitt Smith, man. It's a fallacy. It's something. It's something that's not even real drama. It's not even real drama. See, he's not really mad at us. He's not really mad at us. He really mad at the Cowboys. That's misguided aggression. That's what you call misguided aggression, misguided anger. He projecting. That's all it is. Trust me, it ain't about us. It ain't about us. It's really about where the Cowboys have gone ever since. Ever since he left, the Cowboys ain't been shit. Let's call it what it is. So I'm going to give Emmitt some grace. I'm going to give Emmitt some grace because he's a champion. His legacy is cemented. His legacy is cemented. But all it is misguided aggression. I can't take that serious. I can't take that serious at all. Not in the slightest. So, before we get to our mock draft, y'all know what we got to do here. We have to give you guys a recap. We got to give you guys a recap of the previous draft classes, our previous mock drafts. Okay? By the way, I have selected my giveaway winners. Okay? So that's going to be announced after we do our mock draft. So make sure you guys stay locked in. Make sure you continue to tune in to make sure or find out if you won or not. So the giveaway winners will be announced. At the end of the mock draft. My bad, y'all. It's allergy season. Anyway, all right. Let's get this ball on the roll here. We waited long enough. So, as you guys know, our mock draft 1.0, we drafted, and remind you, this mock draft didn't have any trades. We drafted Walter Nolan, D tackle out of Ole Miss, Princely Uwemilin, edge rusher out of Ole Miss. In the third round, we selected Gunnar Helm, tight end out of Texas. Malachi Moore, safety out of Alabama in the fourth round. Miles Frazier, guard out of LSU in the fifth. Also, we drafted Jamin Dumas-Johnson, linebacker out of Kentucky. Zai Frazier, cornerback out of University of Texas, San Antonio. And Carson Vinson, offensive tackle out of Alabama A&M. This was our mock draft 1.0, okay? For our mock draft 2.0, we drafted in the first round, we traded up for Nick Emanwari, safety out of South Carolina. We drafted Harold Fannin Jr., tight end out of Bowling Green in the second round. Deion Walker, defensive tackle out of Kentucky in the third round. Kobe Bryant, cornerback out of Kansas in the fourth round. We traded up to get him. In the fifth round, we drafted Demetrius Knight Jr., linebacker out of South Carolina. And we drafted Jack Sawyer, edge rusher out of Ohio State in the sixth round. And we drafted Connor Colby, guard out of Iowa in the sixth round. This is our mock draft 2.0. I always tell you guys can screenshot these if you want to give you guys some sort of reference point here. In mock draft, in the 3.0 mock draft, we walked away with in the first round, Gray Zabel, guard out of North Dakota State, who also has tackle capabilities. So he's versatile. In the second round, cornerback Trey Amos out of Ole Miss. Round 3, we drafted Elijah Arroyo, Elijah Arroyo, tight end out of the University of Miami. We traded down to get him. In the fourth round, we selected Jalen Reed, safety out of Penn State. In the fifth round, we selected Riley Mills, D tackle out of Notre Dame. Also in the fifth, we selected Jared Ivey, edge rusher out of Ole Miss. And in the sixth round, we selected Jack Nelson, offensive tackle out of Wisconsin, and Cody Simon, linebacker out of Ohio State. Now, in our mock draft 4.0, this is by far my favorite one. We got tremendous value in this draft. We selected in the second round James Pierce Jr., edge rusher out of Tennessee. We traded back out of the first to get him. And we also selected Josh Connolly Jr., offensive tackle out of Oregon in the second round. Josh Connolly Jr. has position versatility, and James Pierce is just a force on the edge. Word is he could potentially drop in this draft because of his off the field issues, but I have a hard time believing he drops this far in real life personally. But on the mock draft, he dropped, so I took a shot on him. In the third round, we selected Terrence Ferguson, tight end out of Oregon. In the fourth, we selected Dorian Strong, cornerback out of Virginia Tech. We traded up to get him. Also in the fourth, we selected Malachi Moore, safety out of Alabama. In the fifth round, we selected Simeon Barrow, D tackle out of Miami, Florida. Also in the fifth, we selected Jack Kaiser, linebacker out of Notre Dame. And in the sixth rounds, we selected Holland Pierce, offensive tackle out of Rutgers. And we selected Tyler Batty, edge out of BYU. So this is our mock draft 4.0, you guys. Screenshot that if you like. If you guys are just joining the live stream, we will be announcing our giveaway winners after the mock draft, okay? So make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys tune in. It could be you. We are celebrating Chalk It Up Sports reaching 8,000 subscribers. 8,000 of you guys have committed to the channel. Over 8,000, and we're still counting. I think we're at like 8,020 or 8,030 or something like that. So you guys have been phenomenal in your support of the channel. And to commemorate that, we're doing a giveaway here. We're giving away an Eagles jersey. We're giving away 2 Super Bowl 59 Eagles snapbacks. So it could be you, you guys. It could be you. It could be you. Make sure you guys stay locked in. All right. Now that we're here, let's bring up our mock draft simulator here. As you guys know, I like to use the Pro Football Network. That's my favorite draft simulator. It's easy to use. It's straightforward. It's not too clunky, not too complicated. So we're going to get this ball rolling here. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Now, here's the thing. I may do something a little drastic here. Okay. So I want you guys to bear with me. We're going to take some gambles in this draft. We're going to take quite a few gambles. So follow suit. Okay. All right. The first 6 picks were taken. Cam Ward to the Titans, Travis Hunter to the Browns, Abdul Carter to the Giants, Armand Membu to the Patriots, Ted McMillan to the Jags, Ashton Genty to the Raiders. Okay. Alex with the super chat. He says, congrats on AK Tone. To more success for you. I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Resume. Okay. Mason Graham, D tackle, goes to the Jets. Panthers select Will Campbell, tackle. Saints select Shamar Stewart, edge. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, well, we got to trade. We got to trade. Hold on. So let's see. Green Bay traded up with the Cowboys. Okay. Green Bay sent pick 23, pick 54, and the 2026 third to the Cowboys to get up to pick 12 and select cornerback Will Johnson. And the Denver Broncos traded with the Miami Dolphins. The Broncos traded up to pick 13. And Miami traded back to pick 20 and pick 51. So we're kind of seeing we're kind of seeing what it takes to move up in this draft. We're kind of seeing it a little bit. So let me see who's available, who's still left. We still have Shedeur Sanders on the board, Jalen Walker, Mike Green, Colston Loveland, Derek Harmon, Malachi Starks, Michael Williams, Nick Emenwari. Okay. I got a person in mind. Let me see if I can get him though. Okay. All right. I think it's time for me to make a move. I'm about to gamble here. I'm about to make a crazy move, you guys. Let's see what we can do. So, hold on. I'm about to make a crazy move. I'm about to make a crazy move. Let's see if you guys roll with it. Hey, Cincinnati, pick up the phone, baby. Give me pick 17. I'll give you pick 32. I'll also give you pick 64. And I'll give you the New York Jets 3rd round pick for next season. Let's see if they take it. Let's see if they take it here. All right, here's my offer to move up to pick 17. Here's my offer. I'm willing to give the Cincinnati Bengals pick 32, pick 64, and the 2026 third to move up to get pick 17. Michael Dujon says give them 96. Let's see if they try that. If they don't take it, I'm giving them 64. If they don't take it, I'm giving them pick 64 because I want the player I want. They didn't take it. They didn't take it, Michael. So now I got to really take a shot here. I got to really take a shot. I got to really take a shot here. I got to make it worth their while. Hmm. All right, let's see what they do with this one. Pick 32, and they get 2026. See, I don't know if they're going to take this, but we'll find out. See, they're not taking that. I got to make it worth their while. Okay, first of all, before we jump out the window, we've seen what it takes to move up in this draft. We've seen what it takes. The Green Bay had to give the Cowboys pick 23, their second round pick, and the 2026 third. We've seen what it takes to move up in this draft. We've seen what it takes. Pick 23. You got to swap the first round picks. You got to give them a second this year and a third next year. We've seen what it takes. Look at this one. In order for the Broncos to get pick 13, they had to give up pick 20 and pick 51, their first and second round picks. We're seeing what it takes to move up in this draft. So we can't expect any other team to take less. We're seeing what it takes. So a risk has to be made here. And the risk we will make. And the reason I'm trying to move up is because it's somebody that I think someone's targeting. And maybe Cincinnati knows. Maybe Cincinnati and I, we're going after the same guy. So we're going to make the move. Okay, they ain't take that. Okay, I got to sweeten the pot for real. They must want somebody, and they know they're not going to get him if they trade that far back. Confirm. Yeah, it's somebody they want. It's somebody they want. And if they want who I think they want, then I'm out of luck. If they want who I think they want, I got to really make this. Okay. They driving a hard bargain, but it's a simulation, so why not? It's a simulation, so why not? Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's see what they do. They took it. All right. They took it. There we go. So we gave up a lot, but who cares? We gave up a lot. Who cares? So we gave them pick 32, pick 64, and we gave them 2 picks next year. Now, me personally, I think they wanted Malachi Starks. Because last time I did a mock draft, they selected Malachi Starks. But guess who I'm taking? now they trying to get Yo, Cincinnati is funny. Yo, Cincinnati is hilarious. Cincinnati is hilarious. What the fuck Cincinnati trying to do right now? I just gave you those picks. I just gave you that. Nah, I just gave you that. Reject. All right, let's see here. Okay. Today is the 16th. Okay, so round 1, pick 17. We are selecting we are selecting Malachi Starks. We're selecting Malachi Starks. There we go. All right, let's recap the first round here. The Bengals selected Donovan Izaraku with the 32nd pick that we traded with them. Chiefs selected Donovan Jackson, guard. Gray Zabel went to the Miami Dolphins. Washington selected Luther Burden III, wide receiver. Tampa Bay selected James Pierce Jr., edge rusher. I can see that. Ravens selected Jahdae Barron, cornerback. Rams took edge rusher Nick Scorton. Texans took Josh Simmons out of Ohio State, offensive tackle. Vikings selected Mike Green. That defensive line will be good. Cowboys took Jihad Campbell, linebacker out of Bama. Chargers took Walter Nolan, D tackle. Seahawks took Shedeur Sanders. Fascinating. Dolphins took Nick Emenwari. See, I knew them safeties were going to come off the board. I'm glad I got mine. Lions took Michael Williams, edge out of Georgia. Yeah. Wow. So look at all these trades. Look at all these trades that happened. Look at all these trades. This one, see, this is why I named this stream what I named it. Because the goal here is to continue to give you guys different flavors of these mock drafts. Look at all these trades that happen. Look at all this. Listen, I'm going to count how many trades happened in the first round alone. I'm going to count them. Check this out. Look how many trades happened in this draft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, some of those are already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 6, 7 trades happened in this draft. All right. So our next pick is until pick 96. So now, in my opinion, let me look at my picks real quick. Can I get back up into that second round? Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. The Bears got pick 41. Let me call the Bears. See if the Bears willing to play ball. Where are you? Where are the Bears on this list? There they are. Okay. The Bears. Let me get pick 41. I'll give you Actually, you know what? I may have to let this fall. I don't know how it falls. I may have to let this fall. No, I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna have to let this play out. I gotta let this play out. It is what it is. All right. I told y'all this draft is gonna be different. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, come on. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see what we're dealing with here. All right. So we got Lathan Ransom left, Elijah Arroyo. Let's see what we got. This is the challenge, right? Let's see what we got on offense. I'm looking at too many defensive guys. Edge, Jordan Birch. Kyle Kennard. Kyle Kennard, 6'4", 254 on the edge. Has lean frame with compact mass. Let's see. Nah, I'm not taking a Royal. As a pass, he also has an explosive athlete with quickness, speed, and agility. As a pass rusher, Kennard primarily wins with his length and burst. He's at his best when lined up wide, allowing him to use the quick get off to beat the offensive tackles around the edge and finish with his length. Kennard's best attribute is his length. He uses it effectively to keep his frame clear and flashes a well-timed, efficient punch. Has a solid dip and rip move, and his combination of burst, length, and mass also shows up as a speed to power boom. Kennard is a bit high-hipped, which can reduce his maximum bend capacity and can better apply his power and run defense, but he's a projected pass rusher with an exciting developmental skill set. Okay. I like this guy, actually. So, what is this, round 3? Yeah. It's round 3. We're going to select all right. We're going to select edge rusher Kyle Kennard out of South Carolina. That's our guy. Edge rusher Kyle Kennard out of South Carolina. All right. Let's see. All right. See what we got. Left on the board, Quinn Ewers, Ollie Gordon II, Chase Lunt, Pat Bryant, Quincy Riley, corner out of Louisville. 5'10", 194. Jamari Caldwell out of Oregon. 6'2", 332. Ugh, nigga's a meatball. Okay. JJ Pig, 6'2", 309. Is a versatile and powerful defensive lineman known for his unique combination of size and athleticism, transitioning from tight end to defensive tackle of the transfer from Auburn to Ole Miss in 2022. Pegs has demonstrated significant growth in technique and agility. He exhibits quick first step and strong hand usage, allowing him to penetrate offensive lines effectively. His versatility enables him to align across multiple positions on the defensive front and has even contributed as a short yardage running back. However, Pegs needs to improve his acceleration and devoid over aggression, which can sometimes lead to missed assignments. Okay. Let's see. Quincy Riley is a fluid and instinctive cornerback with strong ball skills and the ability to create turnovers. He plays with excellent anticipation, allowing him to jump routes and disrupt passing lanes. Riley's quick footwork and smooth hips help him stay in phase with receivers, while his closing speed enables him to break on the ball effectively. He has the versatility to play in both man and zone coverage, showing good awareness and reading the quarterback's eyes. However, adding strength to better handle physical receivers and improving consistency in tackling will elevate his overall game. His playmaking ability stands out. Okay. Fadil Diggs, 6'4", 257. Fadil Diggs is a high-effort defensive lineman known for his positional flexibility and athleticism, enabling him to make impactful plays across various defensive alignments. He consistently disrupts offensive lines with his quick first step and powerful hand usage, allowing him to penetrate backfields effectively. Diggs' versatility allows him to align across multiple positions in the defensive front, showcasing his ability to adapt and excel in various schemes. However, to maximize his impact, he needs to improve his pad level and hand placement, as inconsistencies in these areas can diminish his leverage and control during engagements. Hmm. Hmm. Let me see something. Hmm. Mm. I know exactly what tight end I want, but I'm not going to rush to get him. Let's see. I am going to take. Let me see this guy. Teddy Buchanan, linebacker out of California, 6'2", 233. Teddy Buchanan is a high mortar linebacker known for his intelligence and tackling proficiency. Transferring from UC Davis to California, he became a defensive leader, consistently positioning himself to make impactful plays. Buchanan excels in run defense, demonstrating patience and effective gap penetration, leading to notable tackles for loss. His cover skills are advanced, with the ability to disrupt passing lanes and anticipate plays. However, concerns about his fluidity against more athletic pass catchers may affect his draft stock. Overall, Buchanan's instincts and versatility make him a valuable asset for teams seeking a reliable linebacker. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So we got a safety, we got edge. Hmm. Teddy Buchanan sounds really, really good, actually. Let me see who's left on the D tackle. Let me see who's left on D tackle in general. Okay. All right. So I do got an opportunity here. Okay. I got an opportunity. Okay. So I have opportunity here. I'm going to take. Savion Jones, 6'5", 280. Savion Jones is a powerful athletic pass rusher with a strong physical playing style and a relentless approach off the edge. The former multi-sport high school athlete has NFL-ready size at 6'6", 280, and he is still honing his pass rushing skills. With his natural length, he effectively creates leverage and showcases impressive techniques, including a strong swim move with his long arms. The team should consider taking a chance on Jones early on day 3 of the draft. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Savion Jones. Boom. Let's pause this real quick. All right. So we kept our talents in the SEC. All right. Round 4, pick 134. Savion Jones. Edge, LSU. All right. Now, some of you guys are probably saying, hey, why go back-to-back rounds for edge rusher, right? Some of you guys may say that. Me, I look at it like this. Kyle Kennard, 6'4", 254, raw athletic score 8.57. Position versatility, can play up and down the defensive line. Savion Jones, 6'5", 280, raw athletic score 919. Another guy, position versatility up and down our defensive line. I believe Savion Jones, with the size and the length and the athleticism, I believe not only can he play edge, I believe he could also play 3 technique. With that kind of size and power and how physical he is, I believe he's a guy that can probably play 3 technique as well. We'll see though. We'll see. Nonetheless, though, we're taking shots in the dark here. At the end of the day, we're all guessing. We're all guessing here. Let's resume the draft. Okay. Let's see what we got. We'll pick coming up. I'm hoping that guy I want is there. That's what I'm hoping. All right. Here we go. Let's see if he's there. Offense, see if he's there. Okay, he's still there. I might not have to reach for him though. Okay. Oh, there go that guy y'all was talking about. Ty Robinson. Y'all been asking for him, so I'm gonna draft him. I'll draft Ty Robinson. Here. Y'all been asking about this guy for the longest. All right. Ty Robinson, that was round 5, pick 161. Let's see. D tackle, right? Yeah, D tackle. Nebraska. Okay. See where we at. We got pick 164. And we still got 165 and 168 left, right? We got 164, 165, 168. All right. I'm going to probably trade back on one of those. We'll see. So I got a safety, 2 edges in the D tackle. I would probably leave that just like how it is. Jalen Burrs, Miami, Florida. 6'5", 319. Let's keep it on offense here. All right. Jalen Rivers has experience lining up at both tackle and guard, so versatility. I'm not drafting Ivy. I already have 2 edges. Jalen Rivers has experience lining up at both tackle and guard. He gave up 9 pressures and 1 sack last season and 348 pass blocking snaps. Rivers is a nimble athlete who is light on his feet and gets off the ball quickly. He's a smart pass blocker who has shown the ability to handle stunts and twists. A steady force and pass protection who anchors well and is strong at the point of attack. He uses his length incredibly well to create separation from defenders. Rivers' long arms and play strength are what help him win in the trenches as a run blocker. His pad level can be inconsistent, and he has struggled to stay on the field throughout his college career. Well, I think that's something we can work around. I think that's something we could work around a little bit. What I got left? 64, 65, 68. So I definitely need the offensive line. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's take Jalen Rivers. Check on Miami. Got a trade offer here. 164 Jalen Rivers. He is a tackle with guard capabilities. So we're going to put that here as well. Miami. All right. So we got an old lineman here. We drafted 2 guys in the 5th round, though. Let me see. So trade offers. The Browns, they want to move up to 165, 179. You got to give me a little more than that. Let me see something. Hold on. I need pick 216 too. You got to give me that. Give me that, and I'll let you have whatever you want. Then then we ain't got no deal. We ain't got no fucking deal. I am trying to move back though. It's not the biggest deal. And it does give me space to make a decision. And there's nobody I'm willing to take a chance on right now. Fuck it, we'll take. I need another pick though, bro. You can't just. I need another pick out of this. I need something out of this. You gotta give me something, bro. Gotta give me something. Then it's no fucking deal. It's no fucking deal. Sorry. Hmm. 165. Where's that guy that I want? So is he still there? All right, 211. I got some wiggle room here. All right, for 165, we'll trade back to. All right, 165 and Buffalo. Where's Buffalo? I give you 165. Give me hmm. 177, 206. And I'll give you a 7th rounder next year. Hmm. Let's see. All right. I do want to move back though, because I don't want to. You know what, Cleveland? Fuck it. Let's see what happens. All right. Okay. Hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see where we are on time. Okay. Yeah, let me hurry up. Hmm. He just 211 player. Let's not play around with that. Let's not play around. Let me go get my guy. Let me go get him. So we got tight end Luke Lachey. All right, that's the 6th round, I believe, correct? Yeah, that was the 6th round. Yeah, 6th round, Luke Lachey. Round 6, pick 179. Luke Lachey. Tight end out of Iowa. And I like Iowa tight ends. I like Iowa tight ends. I really do. So let's see where we are with this now. All right. We drafted 2 edges. I think one of them can function as an interior as well. We got an offensive lineman with position versatility here. We got a tight end. See, my thing is, I be trying not to draft the same guys I drafted before. You guys know me. I want to pick different guys. I be wanting to select different guys. So a lot of you guys probably be like, "Hey, pick this guy. He's right there. Pick this guy. He's right there." I want to pick different people. I want to do different things. I want to give you guys different ideas. And plus, remember, you guys, these mock drafts give me an opportunity to research all of these players. So I may learn something about these players that I never thought about looking at. That's what I use the mock draft for as well. Obviously, I want to try to get the best deals and get the best players, but I'm also using it as an opportunity to learn more about individual prospects. So that's why I make it a point to not draft the same players if I can help it. If I can help it. Okay, let's see where we are here. Now, There is a guy on this board that the Eagles have looked at, obviously. And that is Jalen Smith. But the thing about Jalen Smith is I don't even like. The Eagles are looking at Jalen Smith, but when I read up on him, I was like, I'm not really feeling that. Jalen Smith is a cornerback with average size and length, with versatility at box safety, free safety, and slot corner and outside corner. Fluid hips with good transitions and the ability to stick with receivers in and out of breaks. Efficient mover with good footwork and the ability to match receivers off the line and downfield. Well below average on-ball production. Only 4 career pass breakups, not a dominant player at the catch point, an effective blitzer who can put pressure on the quarterback, good read and reactability to make plays around the line of scrimmage, very good run defender and open field tackler. See, I like that part of his game. I do like that part of his game. He can tackle, great open field tackler, good run defender. I do like that part of his game. Hey, what's going on, Mom? I like that part of his game, but at the same time, I struggle with the coverage ability. I struggle with that. Now, Caleb Ransall, another guy with below average ball skills, the minuscule 4 career pass breakups, and just 1 career interception. A versatile player who can line up at box safety, outside corner, slot corner, even some inside linebacker. Very good long speed with the ability to close gaps and recover when beat. Good hip fluidity and smooth transitions. He's a physical player who likes getting his nose dirty. Elite run defending defensive back. Had a run stop rate of 5.4% in 2023 and consistently finds himself in the right spot. Elite tackler who takes good pursuit and angles, consistently wraps up. Only a career 5.4% missed tackle rate. Below average size and length will limit the amount of spots you can play him in the NFL. Lateral agility will also classify as slightly below average. 5'11", 197. 5'10", 187. I don't understand that, but okay. Mello Dotson out of Kansas. 6 feet, 192. Mello Dotson is a playmaking cornerback with a keen eye for the football, showcasing strong instincts and anticipation throughout his Kansas career. At 6'1" and 190, he uses his length to disrupt passes while blending smooth athleticism with physical tackling. His ability to create turnovers and impact plays on the perimeter makes him a dynamic presence in the secondary. Interesting. Kobe King out of Penn State. 6 feet, 236. I feel like I do need to lead his draft with a corner, though. I do. I do feel that way. So, because pick 192. Who got a lot of 7th rounders? Let me see. So, not many of these guys got a lot of them. Okay. All right. Let me just pick my guy. Call it a day. Because they scouted this guy and they brought him in for a top 30 visit, I'm going to pick him. Only because the Eagles looked at him. I may pick him. I'm torn, though. I'm very torn. Kobe King, 6 feet, 236. Finished his final college season with 97 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. However, he's an average tackler who posted a career missed tackle rate of 12.8% and a below average. Can't play that. I'm cool. I don't like guys that miss tackles. Mm. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, you know, I'm a drafting because it's got him. Jalen Smith, USC. And what was that? 192. Jalen Smith, cornerback, USC. Okay. All right. All right. The draft is set. We got our guys. We got our guys. I know a lot of you guys may not like this draft, but that's okay. All right. What was dashboard? Oh. Anyway. Yeah, I know you guys may not like this draft, but we took some chances here. We took some chances, and I ain't mad about that. I don't apologize for that whatsoever. We took some chances. All right. So this is our draft board. We traded up to get Malachi Starks at safety. That's a starter on day one. That's a starter on day one. So this is what we have here. We got Malachi Starks in the first round. We traded up to get him. We got Kyle Kennard, edge out of South Carolina. Savion Jones, edge out of LSU. We got D tackle, Ty Robinson out of Nebraska. We got Jalen Rivers, offensive tackle out of Miami, Florida. We got tight end Luke Lachey out of Iowa. And we got Jalen Smith, cornerback out of USC. So there you have it. This is our mock draft 5.0. A lot of you guys may not like this draft. I'm okay with that. Because overall, I take it as an opportunity to learn more about players that I haven't learned much about. I try to select different players as much as I possibly can, if I can help it. There are some situations where you may end up with the same player because the value was undeniable. But I try to do things a little differently. I try to think beyond the position that it says. I try to look at the measurables and just really ask myself, at this size, can I get this player to not only play edge, but can I also get him to play a little bit on the interior, be it 4-eye or 3 technique, right? Like Savion Jones, he's a big dude. He's somebody that I think, with the power, with the length he has, I think he's somebody that can not only play the edge, but can also play the interior as well. That's what I think. Same thing with Kyle Kennard. Kyle Kennard is a guy, 6'4", 254. Maybe not, he's not as big as Savion Jones, but Kyle Kennard, 6'4", 254. He's a guy that I believe can play up and down the defensive line as well. 6'4", 254. Play the edge, maybe can play some 4-eye. Depending on information, maybe you play him at 3 tech, just to play around, just to experiment. But overall, though, see, a lot of people feel like we need more depth at D tackle. I feel like we need more depth on edge than we do D tackle. Me personally, because at D tackle you have Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Moro Jomo, Thomas Booker the fourth, Byron Young. You got Gabe Hall. You got some guys that we like there. Whereas on the edge, you got Nolan Smith, Jalen Hunt, and after that, everybody else is a question mark. Will Bryce Huff be on this roster? We don't know. Will Josh Uche make the roster? We don't know. Will Azeez Ojulari be able to stay healthy? I don't know, because I know Azeez can make the roster. I think Azeez Ojulari makes the roster, but can he stay healthy? I don't know. Patrick Johnson, will he make the roster? I don't know. I feel like we need some more bodies on that edge. Some guys that we drafted, some guys that we can develop. And I believe Kyle Kennard and Savion Jones can be just that. And I love their measurables. Their raw athletic scores are amazing. Kyle Kennard's raw athletic score is 8.57 at 6'4", 254. And Savion Jones, he has a raw athletic score of 919, weighing 280 pounds, being 6'5". So, you got some guys, you got some big dudes, some athletic guys with very, very fascinating physical profiles. So that's why I selected Savion Jones and Kyle Kennard at the picks I picked them at. I wanted to make sure I can get as high value on the edge as I can. If you notice, I went defensive line in back-to-back picks. Kyle Kennard at edge, Savion Jones edge, and Ty Robinson at D tackle. So there you have it. By the way, again, maybe you guys like this draft, maybe you don't. Give me let me know what you guys think the grade is. Give me a grade on this one. We're talking F, D, C, B. I know it's not an A, because I know a lot of you guys are not going to give this an A. But let me know what you guys think as far as the grade, though. Sweet Chin Music says D. All right, let's see what else we got here. By the way, when you do give your grade, see if you can give me a reason. If you can't give me a reason, then I can't put too much stock in your grade. Give me a reason. Give me now. Okay, there we go. Marina Sands gave me a reason. Marina Sands feels like I gave up to get Starks. Gave up too much to get Starks. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. Try to give a reason behind your grade if you can. Try to give a reason. But Marina Sands makes a very good point. Gave up way too much to get Starks. I'm not mad at that logic. I'm not. But I did tell you guys this day one trade will shock you. I did tell you guys that. Let me see. Sweet Chin Music says gave up too much to get Starks. Hurt 2 drafts. S Blunt says D, the reason we gave up too much for Starks and we have way too many other needs. Okay, let's see here. Trenton Wright says I don't follow college Tone, so I can't grade it. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Eagles Realist says B. I like Starks. I like Lachey and Kennard picks. Ty can become a dog. Okay, so you like the players. As Blunt's main thing is, he says we have too many other needs. So I'm looking at the draft here, and I'm looking at our needs. We needed a D tackle. We got a D tackle. We needed edge rushers. We got 2 edge rushers. We needed a safety. We got a safety. We needed a tight end. We got a tight end. We needed an offensive lineman. We got an offensive tackle who has position versatility, can play tackle and can play guard. We needed another corner. We drafted a corner. So I feel like we addressed the needs, if you ask me. If you're making it about needs, I feel like we addressed that. If you're making it about the personnel or what I gave up for Starks, I understand that logic. But as far as needs go, I feel like we addressed that. But if someone tells me, I think you gave up too much, I feel like you gave up too much to get Starks, completely understand that. Completely understand that logic. I know I gave up a lot to get Starks. But the reason I gave up a lot is because I wanted to shake the cage a little bit. I wanted to shake the cage a little bit. I wanted to ruffle some feathers. Because ultimately, I want to present you guys with scenarios that maybe could happen. Now, maybe the Eagles don't give up as much as I did, but I wanted to do something groundbreaking. I wanted to do something groundbreaking a little bit. I wanted to shake things up because so far in our mock drafts, we've stayed put. We did no trades. What else did we do? We've traded up a little bit, a few picks. We've stayed put. We've traded back a few picks. I wanted to do something completely gargantuan. I really wanted to shake things up here. I really wanted to shake things up. All right. So anyway, you guys can screenshot that if you want. Now we're going to read into some of these players here. So make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. By the way, before we read into the players, I told you guys I've announced my winners for the mock draft. I mean for the giveaways, right? You know, we're celebrating passing 8,000 subscribers, and I wanted to do a giveaway to commemorate that. So, without further ado, can I get a drum roll, please? Our giveaway winners are Dana Scott out of PA, Kendall Klein out of Alabama, also known as KGK, and Joseph Robinson out of Rhode Island. These are our giveaway winners. So please pat yourselves on the back. These are our giveaway winners. So make yourself known. Make yourself known. Dana Scott, if you're in the building. Kendall Klein, if you're in the building. Joseph Robinson, if you're in the building. Let me know if you're in the building. You are our giveaway winners. You are our giveaway winners. So I'm going to be heading to the post office. Let's see here. I'm probably going to head to the post office within the next 7 days. Within the next 7 days, I'll head to the post office. But nonetheless, you guys will receive your items. Now, you guys don't know what you're receiving, but you guys are our giveaway winners here. Dana Scott, Kendall Klein, and Joseph Robinson. I don't think Dana's here quite yet. I don't think Dana Scott's here right now, but Dana Scott, Kendall, and Joseph Robinson. Is Joseph Robinson in the building? Because Joseph, I don't know your YouTube handle. So, yeah, man. KGK is in the building. Congratulations, KGK. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you guys. Dana Scott out of PA, Kendall Klein out of Alabama, and Joseph Robinson out of Rhode Island. You know what I mean? We're national with it, baby. We're national. We got supporters in Pennsylvania. We got supporters in Alabama. We got supporters in Rhode Island. So I want to let you guys know I appreciate all of you for holding it down the way you guys do. Means a lot, man. Means a lot. All right. Before the show ends, I'm going to announce these guys again. So no worries about that. Alex with the $9.99 super chat. He says solid B grade. Besides a few positions that need starters, this draft is mainly to add depth. Also, did you see Jalen on Time Magazine 100's most influential people list? I did, man. That was fire. That was fire, man. Shout out to Jalen Hurts for becoming one of Time 100's most influential people. Jalen Hurts is, listen, man, they hate that man. Not Time 100, but bro, it's a lot of people that hate Jalen Hurts, bro. They don't like him. And they hate that Jalen Hurts is getting the love he's getting. It really grinds their gears. They hate it. Guys like Chase Daniel, he keeps saying, "Oh yeah, you know, there's only I would take 8 guys ahead of Jalen Hurts to start my franchise, bro. We know the rating. It's the off season. We know the ratings are down. You're trying to spark dialogue. Listen, I've stopped watching that show. I stopped following that show on Twitter. The only time I see shit about that show is when somebody retweeted or if somebody quotes it in their own tweets. But I stopped watching that show, man. I stopped watching it. Man, because they're not really there for the real conversation. They're there to entertain and be flamboyant. That's all it is. Can't take Chase Daniel seriously. How can I take a guy seriously that's never won anything? How can I take him seriously? He's never won anything. You ever notice these guys that sucked in the league, all they can rely on is, hey, the film. Why didn't the film help you? That's all these guys that couldn't hack it in the league. That's all. If you notice, that's all they can rely on. Well, the film is telling me that. The film telling me this. Well, why didn't the film help you? Why didn't the film help you? Since you know so much about film. Since you know so much about the tape. Since you know so much about talent. Why didn't the film help you? Why couldn't you reach your full potential? Let's keep it real. All these guys. And there are certain guys that keep it respectful. Like Darren Orlovsky, he's respectful. He's respectful. Darren Orlovsky's respectful. When Jalen Hurts won that Super Bowl, he said, you know what? Jalen Hurts proved me all the way wrong. All the way wrong. I had to eat my words. Jalen Hurts, I'm giving respect to Jalen Hurts. Darren Orlovsky, he's respectful. But when you got guys like Chase Daniel who they wish they were Dan Orlovsky, they try so hard to be Dan Orlovsky. You know what I mean? Like, my thing is, be respectful. Be respectful. And that's my problem with Chase Daniel. He too fucking disrespectful. That's my problem with him. He think he cute. If you notice, he always wink when he talking his shit. You can't take him seriously. When I think about arm talent, when I think about guys who can throw at these arm angles, when I think about guys who can throw the ball on the string, when I think about these guys who throw with this velocity and can throw the ball at 60, 70, 80 yards, when I think about the film, why didn't the film help you? Where was your arm talent? Where was your football IQ? We couldn't trust your football IQ when you played. You want me to trust your football IQ now? Come on, man. Come on. And look, there's a lot of guys that weren't superstars in the league, but they're respectful and they're intelligent analysts. Like, I'm trying to think, like Louis Riddick. Louis Riddick is an intelligent brother. Louis Riddick is an intelligent brother who respects the game and respects these players and speaks with reverence and respect. I like Louis Riddick. And he's a former executive in front offices. He's earned his stripes. Chase Daniel, what have you done but steal money from the NFL? What have you done? What have you done but steal money from the NFL? Let's keep it real. What have you done but steal money? I'm just saying. Like, and again, like there are guys who weren't the best in this league, but they're respectful. They're respectful. They're respectful. Nah. Chase Daniel was a disrespectful motherfucker. Very disrespectful. You know damn well there's not 8 quarterbacks in this league you would start your franchise with over Jalen Hurts. You know that for a fact. You know that. There's none. There's not. Alex says Chris Canty's another respectful ex-player. Nah, because Chris Canty tried to act like he didn't have Jalen Hurts off his top 10. Nah, Chris Canty tried to moonwalk. He thought he was slick. Chris Canty ain't slick either, but I ain't gonna. It isn't about him right now. Chris Canty ain't slick. His own producers had to check him. Said, nah, you had him out of your top 10. You had him out of your top 10. There's footage of you taking him off your top 10. So I can't even, Ian Blackwell says you can tell in how they talk about people. Chase leads with disrespect. Louis Riddick leads with knowledge, respect, and an eye for knowing talent. Yeah. Chase Daniel couldn't even get the most out of his talent. You want me to listen to him about Jalen Hurts and what he can and can't do? I can't even take Chase Daniel seriously. Even when he talks. Can't take him seriously. He talked like he reading from a script. He talked like he don't even believe what he's saying. Why would I listen to a loser when it comes to a winner? Why would I ever listen to a loser? Anyway, where are we? Hour 26 in. Okay. Okay, let's learn more about these players here. Let's learn some more about these players. Okay. First up, Malachi Starks. Malachi Starks. Let's see what we got. Malachi Starks, 6'1", 197. One interception, 3 pass defense, 77 tackles, 52 solo. An 87.3 overall grade. Ran a 4.5 40-yard dash time. He's a 6th ranked defensive back. Malachi Starks' role as a zone slot nickel safety. He's 21 years old. 6'1", ran a 4.5 40 with a 1.51 10-yard split. His vertical and his three-cone drill aren't really that impressive. His shuttle isn't that impressive either. His arm length and his hands are okay. His wingspan, very good. All right. The average overall rating of the all offenses he's faced has a 79% grade. His passer rating when targeted is at 88.6. His tackling grade is 93%. His run defense grade is 93%. His coverage grade is 80%. His zone grade is 79%. And his man press grade is 76%. He's projected to go late first round. He's played in 41 college games with over 2,300 snaps. He was a 5-star recruit out of high school all the way around. Let's get to the draft profile here. So here's the scouting report summary from Malachi Starks. Says here. All right. It says the tape reveals a defensive prospect whose elite run defense mastery masks some limitations in coverage. While Starks flashes in zone and can recover with rare athleticism, his current coverage technique and instincts lag behind his ability to demolish running plays. His struggles transitioning against shifty slots and occasional lapses in zone discipline raise valid questions about his ceiling as a complete defensive back. Defensive schemes must account for this stark contrast early. His elite closing speed and refined tackling technique will translate immediately. He's already an elite run defender who can erase underneath rows and destroy running lanes. However, coordinators need a clear plan to protect him in coverage, particularly against teams that can isolate him in man situations or manipulate him with multiple vertical threats. First round talent whose immediate impact hinges heavily on scheme fit and usage. The elite athleticism and refined run defense instincts demand early playing time, but his coverage limitations could be exposed against sophisticated passing attacks. Starks brings rare physical tools and a violent play style to the position, but needs significant technical refinement before he can be trusted as a complete defensive back. Okay. So a guy who's who's very physical, run defense is elite, playing downhill elite, still has room to grow in coverage. Still has a lot of room to grow in coverage. That's Malachi Starks for your ass. All right, let's move on. Kyle Kennard, edge rusher out of South Carolina. Kyle Kennard. All right. Kyle Kennard looked like somebody I know. Anyway, Kyle Kennard, 6'4", 255, 11 and a half sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 28 tackles, 20 solo. Has an 85.1 overall player rating. He's the 22nd ranked defensive lineman. Ran a 4.73 40-yard dash time. All right, here we go. He's projected to be an edge rusher. Was invited to your Senior Bowl, 6'4", 254. Ran a 4.73 40-yard dash with a 1.63 10-yard split. Pretty quick. Has decent arm length, a decent wingspan, a decent bench press, decent hands. The average rating of all offenses he's faced has an 81% grade. He has a 75% tackling grade, an 89% pass rush grade, and an 80% run defense grade. He's projected to go in the 3rd round, which is where we took him. He played in 54 college games, over 1,900 snaps. He was a 3-star recruit coming out of high school. He's been compared to Felix Uzoma, Austin Booker, and Jalix Hunt. Let's get the Kyle Kennard scouting report summary. So Kyle Kennard, it says here, Kyle Kennard is a player who can step in and contribute immediately as a situational pass rusher while developing into a more complete edge defender. His explosive get-off and natural bend show up consistently on 3rd downs, but he'll need a specific role earlier in his career. Think Harold Landry coming up out of Boston College, a rusher who can win with speed and length while building up his power game. Coordinators will best deploy Kennard primarily as a stand-up rusher in sub packages, letting him attack from wide alignments where his burst and length can create immediate pressure. The film shows a player who thrives when given space to operate, particularly against tackles who struggle with speed. However, his lack of anchor strength means he shouldn't be asked to consistently play in tight alignments or match up against powerful right tackles in the run game during his rookie season. While Kennard hasn't hit his ceiling yet, tempering expectations is important. He profiles as a rotational pass rush specialist who could develop into a solid starter by year 3 if he adds functional strength and diversifies his rush arsenal. The tools are there for him to become a quality edge defender, but he'll need time and the right scheme fit to maximize his potential. Look for him to make his biggest impact early as a designated pass rusher in sub packages while working to become a more complete player. Okay, I like this. I like this guy. Can rush the quarterback. Great get off, great bend, great speed. You know, can be a little bit better at defending the edge and run defense, but a guy that can rotate in as a pass rusher early in his career. I like that. And that's what we need, really. That's what we need. I like that. So I'm pleased with the Kyle Kennard pick. I'm not mad about the Kyle Kennard pick at all. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to Savion Jones. Savion Jones, LSU. All right. Savion Jones, 6'5", 280. 82.2 player rating. The 33rd ranked defensive lineman. That's D tackles and edge rushers and D ends included. Ran a 4.74 40-yard dash time, which is remarkable at that size. 4.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 40 tackles, 19 solo. They can look at him as a versatile defensive lineman. He was invited to the Senior Bowl. He's 21 years old. Height is very good. The measurables. Weight, very good. The 40-yard dash time, very good. Ran a 4.74. Hands and arm length are decent. Wingspan is very solid. Vertical is decent. His broad jump is very good. Bench press could be a little bit better. But I like this guy's measurable so far. I like this guy. All right, here we are. Here's the ratings here. Like I said, his overall rating is 82.2 out of 100. The average rating of the offenses he's faced has an 81% grade. His tackling grade is 52%. His pass rush grade is 81%. His run defense grade is 79%. He's projected to go in the 5th round. We drafted him in the 4th, late 4th at that. So I ain't mad at it. Played in 44 college games, over 1,400 snaps. He was a 4-star recruit according to 24/7 Sports and Rivals.com out of high school, and a 3-star according to ESPN. Okay, let's get to the scouting report summary. Says here, the film shows a defensive lineman who's built for the modern NFL, but needs significant technical development to unlock his abilities. He's a player who wins with raw tools, length, strength, and straight line speed, while struggling to piece together complete games. The flashes are there, particularly in run defense, but the down-to-down impact does not match his impressive frame. So inconsistent. In the NFL, Jones will fit best in a 4-3 base defense that emphasizes power over finesse from his defensive ends. His anchor and length make him a natural fit as a base end who can squeeze down into a 4-eye technique on early downs. The pass rush limitations severely cap his ceiling as a pure edge defender, but his functional strength and closing burst can make him disruptive rushing from interior alignments on passing downs, like I thought. The developmental timeline here is crucial. Jones needs at least a year of technical refinement before he can be trusted as more than a rotational piece. The athletic baseline and physical tools warrant a day 3 selection, but expectations need to be managed with focused coaching on hand usage and rush setup. There's a chance for Jones to grow into a versatile defensive line piece by year 3. The ceiling has the potential to be pretty high, but the floor as an early down run defender should keep him on an NFL roster. All right? So a guy who has physical tools needs a lot more refinement, needs to be a little bit more disciplined. Jay Philly with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Jay. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for donating. Man. He says, Tone, I think we may have overreached on Stark. That move is an overdraft for him. Brown is good. We need to get a defensive lineman with that if we move up. But that's just me. Have a blessed day. AJ Philly, man, I understand. You know, a lot of people feel like I took a real big gamble moving up to get Starks. A lot of people believe that. And I'm not mad at that. I gave up a lot. I definitely gave up a lot. I'm not mad about that, my man. Not mad at that at all. And thank you for the super chat. I completely understand. I completely understand people's skepticism with me moving up to get Starks. I completely understand it. Now, it's funny, when we brought him in for a top 30 visit, a lot of people were excited about that. So I wanted to play on that and just see how excited people were. I didn't say that at the beginning, but I'm saying it now. A lot of people were really excited when the Eagles decided to bring in Malachi Starks for a top 30 visit. So I wanted to see just how excited people were. I traded up a king's ransom damn near to get him. And I wanted to see how people reacted. And a lot of you guys didn't like it. A lot of you guys didn't like it. Which begs the question, how excited are you about Starks really? How good do you think he is really? Because some of y'all was really excited when we brought him in for the visit. I traded up to get him. Y'all not that excited anymore. But thank you for the super chat, Jay Philly. I appreciate it, bro. Anyway, let's move on from Savion Jones. Who got next? We got Ty Robinson, D tackle out of Nebraska. Let's see here. Ty Robinson on Nebraska, 6'5", 288. 7 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 37 tackles. 81.1 player rating out of 100. The 39th ranked defensive lineman. Ran a 4.83 40-yard dash time. He's considered a versatile interior defender as well. Senior Bowl, 23 years old, was invited. The height is good. The 40-yard dash and the vertical is really good. The broad jump is really good. The 10-yard split is decent. The arm length and the wingspan, okay. Hands are okay. The bench press, good. This guy's powerful, man. This guy's powerful, has a quick first step. So the average rating of the all offenses he's faced has an 80% grade. His tackling is 52%. Pass rush, 80% grade. Run defense, 71% grade. He was projected to be a 5th-round pick. That's exactly where we drafted him at. He played in 59 college games, over 2,500 college snaps. He was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school. The Scouting Report summary says this about Ty Robinson. Let's see. Sweet Chin Music says, I love Starks, but I wouldn't give up that much for anyone in this draft. Fair enough. Blunt, as Blunt says, facts. I like him, but not that much. Tiffany says, I think when you look at how much you gave up for the player, it changes people's opinions. See, I've been trying to. I know. I'm glad y'all saying this because I'm gauging how much you like these guys. I'm gauging it. Now, granted, I'm also taking it as an opportunity to learn more about the player myself. But I'm gauging you guys because you're my people. I'm trying to gauge, and you guys know every time I draft players, I want to try to get different guys. But I'm gauging how much you like these guys. Because when we brought them in for the top 30 visit, y'all were hype. Y'all were hype. I traded up to get them. Y'all not as hype. So now I'm getting a sense for how you guys see these players a little bit, in particular Starks. I'm gauging it. Y'all like him, but y'all don't like him that much. Y'all like him enough if he fell to 32. Y'all don't like him enough to trade up for him. Y'all, that's all it is, and that's okay. That's okay. All these mock drafts are just experiments. These mock drafts are experiments. That's all it is. So that's all it is. Let's get to the Scouting Report summary. So this is for Ty Robinson. Ty Robinson fits the bill of a rotational defensive lineman with starting upside if he can refine his technical skills. His combination of size, power, and first step explosiveness will intrigue NFL teams looking for interior defensive line help. The film shows a player who can be an immediate contributor in early down situations while developing into a more complete pass rusher. Best scheme fit would be in a multiple front defense that allows him to move around the formation. Teams like the Patriots and Jets that emphasize the versatility along the defensive line would maximize his skill set. While he may never be an elite pass rusher, Robinson has the tools to develop into a quality starter who can impact both the run and pass game. Look for him to come off the board in the late day 2 to early day 3 range, where he could prove to be an excellent value. The team that drafts Robinson will be getting a battle-tested defender with clear upward trajectory. His final season at Nebraska showed significant development in his pass rush skills, and there is reason to believe he hasn't hit his ceiling yet. While pad level will always be something he needs to monitor given his height, Robinson has the work ethic and physical tools to carve out a solid NFL career. Solid prospect, very clean. Solid prospect, very clean. All right. Sweet Chin Music says, I would trade up for him, but that trade was crazy, man. I know it was crazy. When I did it, I knew it was crazy. Don't get me wrong. I knew it was crazy when I did it. Like giving up those high round draft picks. I knew it was crazy when I did it. I knew it was crazy. All right, who we got left? We got Jalen Rivers, Luke Lachey, and Jalen Smith. All right, let's go Jalen Rivers. Jalen Rivers. Where are we here? Okay. Jalen Rivers out of Miami. 6'6", 319. A 73.0 player rating out of 100. A 5'2", 940-yard dash time. Jalen Rivers is considered to be a multi-role offensive lineman. That means he could play tackle, he could play guard, he could do all that. He was invited to the Senior Bowl. Let's look at the measurables here. 6'6", 319 pounds. Arm length and wingspan are great. 10-yard split, okay. Hands and 40-yard dash time are just okay as well. But this guy has length. The defensive rating of the rating of the defense he's faced has a 72% grade. His pass blocking prowess has a 75% grade, and his run blocking has a 65% grade. Okay. He's projected to be undrafted, but we selected him in the 5th round. He played in 36 college games, over 2,200 snaps. A 4-star recruit coming out of high school all the way around. Let's get to the scouting report summary. It says here, Jalen Rivers is a bulldozer in the trenches with the versatility to man multiple positions along the offensive front. Excuse me. Rivers brings a blend of raw power and positional flexibility that will intrigue NFL scouts. His ability to anchor in pass protection and create movement in the run game when he connects makes him a viable option for teams employing gap and power schemes. While Rivers has shown he can hold his own on the edge, his athletic limitations suggest a move inside to guard can maximize his potential at the next level. In tight quarters, his power and ability to absorb contact shine, while his inconsistent footwork and hand placement can be somewhat mitigated. His experience at tackle adds value, potentially allowing him to kick outside in emergency situations. Rivers profiles as a developmental prospect with the upside to become a quality starter if he can refine his technique and improve his functional strength. His draft stock puts him in the mid to late round conversation, where he can improve excellent value for teams, where he could provide excellent value for teams looking to bolster their offensive line depth, the player capable of contributing in multiple roles as he develops. Power-based offenses will likely view Rivers as a scheme fit with the potential to compete for playing time early in his career. All right. So Jalen Rivers sounds like a pretty decent prospect with position versatility. Not mad at it. All right. Luke Lachey. Probably one of my favorite picks from this draft. Luke Lachey. Luke Lachey, tight end out of Iowa. It's a big dude. 6'6", 251 pounds. the 12th ranked tight end in the draft, ran a 4.77 40-yard dash time. His stats aren't jaw-dropping at all. He's an inline multi-role tight end, 23 years old, ran a 4.77 40-yard dash time, which is okay. 6'6", a vertical and a broad jump that's really good. The 3-cone was decent. 40-yard dash, decent. Hands are decent. Arm length and wingspan are okay. Has a 76% grade when it comes to the average. When it comes to average rating of all average rating of defense he's faced. He has a very, very poor passer rating when targeted. Hands, 78%. Short receiving game, 74% grade. Intermediate routes, 80% grade. Deep threat, 60% grade. Blocking, 48% grade. He's projected to go in the 6th round. That's exactly where we got him at. He played in 40 college games, over 1,500 snaps. He was a 4-star recruit according to 24/7 Sports and a 3-star according to ESPN and Rivals.com. All right, let's keep it going. The Sky Report summary when it comes to Luke Lachey. They got a lot about him. It says here, Lachey projects as a high upside tight end prospect with day 2 draft potential. His overall player rank of 54 suggests he's viewed favorably in the competitive draft class, likely sliding into the 2nd or early third round. Lachey's blend of prototypical size, soft hands, and football IQ make him an attractive target for teams looking to bolster their tight end room with immediate contributor potential. While Lachey may not be an elite athlete at the position, his well-rounded skill set and receiving prowess should translate well to the NFL. He profiles best in a scheme that utilizes tight ends in various alignments and values reliable chain movers in the pass game. Teams running multiple tight end sets or those needing a dependable target over the middle will likely have Lachey high on their draft boards. With continued refinement of his blocking technique and expanded route tree, Lachey has the tools to develop into a solid tight end 1 at the next level. His football bloodlines, academic achievements, and on-field production at Iowa suggested high football IQ and strong work ethic, traits that should aid in the smooth transition to the pros. While medical evaluations of his 2023 ankle injury will be crucial, Lachey appears poised to make an impact early in his NFL career with the potential to outperform his draft position as he develops. All right. High floor, high ceiling prospect. That's Luke Lachey. Okay, who we got next? We got Jalen Smith, cornerback out of USC. And I think we've learned about this guy, but let's bring him back on. Jalen Smith out of USC. Yeah, the Eagles brought him in for a top 30 visit. 5'10", 187 pounds, 2 interceptions, 2 pass defense. Doesn't have too much on-ball production. A 77.0 player rating. A 4.45 40-yard dash time. A dual role man and press corner. Senior Bowl invitation, 21 years old. None of his measurables are jaw-dropping. Yeah, we talked about this guy before. None of his measurables are really elite. Pretty average measurables all the way around. The 40-yard dash, the 4.45 40-yard dash is okay. The 10-yard split, average at best. Says here, the average offensive rating of defenses offenses he's faced, 80% grade. Quarterback rating when targeted, 75.8, which is pretty solid. Tackling grade is 72%. Run defense grade, 76%. Coverage grade, 77%. Zone grade, 78%. And the man press, 69%. So, played in 39 college games, over 1,900 college snaps. Was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school, according to 24/7 Sports and Rivals.com, and the 3-star according to ESPN. Here's the scouting report summary. It says Jalen Smith's film reveals a developmental prospect whose versatility could be both a blessing and a curse at the next level. His experience across the secondary provides scheme flexibility, but that constant position switching has left some fundamental gaps that need addressing through focused coaching. So he has versatility on the outside, versatility in nickel. He's played safety as well. It says here the flashes of brilliance, like his game-saving tackle against LSU and lockdown coverage against Washington's quick game, show what Smith can become with proper development. However, his overall body of work suggests a player who will need time to refine his technique for competing for defensive snaps. Coordinators will see Smith as an intriguing late-round option with immediate special teams value and upside as a sub-package defender. His competitive nature and willingness to contribute in multiple phases could help him stick on the roster while developing into a reliable nickel corner down the line. So this kid can tackle. He can hit. He's physical. Has position versatility. But because of that versatility, hasn't really given him the opportunity to really lock in on a single position and really develop. So we'll see what he becomes. We'll see what he becomes. All right. That is our mock draft, you guys. That's our mock draft. As a reminder, we walked away with Malachi Starks, safety out of Georgia. Kyle Kennard, edge rusher out of South Carolina. Savion Jones, edge rusher out of LSU. Ty Robinson, D tackle out of Nebraska. Jalen Rivers, offensive tackle out of Miami, who has guard capabilities. Luke Lachey, tight end out of Iowa. And Jalen Smith, cornerback out of USC. All right. Now, again, this draft, not our most stellar. This one is probably our most polarizing because we traded up and gave up so much to get Malachi Starks. But that was the goal here. The goal was to be polarizing. The goal was to kind of rock the boat a little bit. The goal was to kind of just be very, very brazen about what we're doing here. You guys have seen our previous mock drafts. You guys can check that out. Just as a reminder, in our mock draft 4.0, we were able to walk away with James Pierce Jr. on the edge, Josh Connolly Jr., offensive tackle, with Terrence Ferguson, tight end in Oregon, Dorian Strong, cornerback out of Virginia Tech, Malachi Moore, safety out of Alabama, Simeon Barrow, D tackle out of Miami, Florida, Jack Kaiser, linebacker out of Notre Dame, Holland Pierce, offensive tackle out of Rutgers, and Tyler Batty, edge rusher out of BYU. So obviously this mock draft is way better. This mock draft, you're getting tremendous value in comparison to our mock draft 5.0, which really left a lot to be desired for you guys. So, and again, we walked away with 9 players in that draft. We walked away with 7 players in this draft. So, look, it's all trial and error. It's all speculation. It's all experimentation. And it's straight like that, you guys. All right. That's our draft class. Our 5.0 draft class, that is. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. I've been your humble host, Tone DeShields II. And once again, you guys, as a reminder, our giveaway winners have been Dana Scott from Pennsylvania, Kendall Klein out of Alabama, also known as KGK, and Joseph Robinson out of Rhode Island. You guys are our giveaway winners. So I appreciate all of you guys for supporting the channel, helping us make it to 8,000 subscribers and counting. You guys have been phenomenal. You guys have been true supporters of this channel, and I don't take it for granted, not one bit. All right, you guys, that's our show. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II. You guys have been tuned in to Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to church to the game.